It's no secret that Seattle is a coffee-crazed kind of town. So have you ever wondered where your double shot skinny latte comes from? I mean, like where they grow the coffee, where the beans come from. Never given it a thought? Well, come with me to a land far, far away. We've traveled more than 6,000 miles to Papua New Guinea, a heavily forested nation north of Australia. Tucked into wildly remote valleys and forests, you'll discover small villages with little coffee farms. Dono Agate has been growing coffee for decades.
If the sun is getting really hot, then it takes half day for drying that coffee.
The coffee plants are tenderly managed until the berry ripens, turning a luscious red. Harvesting for Dono is always a family affair. After the beans are picked, they go through several processes, including washing, sorting, hulling, and drying. For years, farmers had the back-breaking job of carrying heavy bags of coffee beans over mountainous terrain to reach a small market. And after all that hard labor, the take was small, too small to cover costs such as school fees and health care.
We have no market. Some years ago, we were stranded. We struggled.
Then enter Seattle tree kangaroo scientist Dr. Lisa Daybeck. A biologist at the Woodland Park Zoo, she studies the elusive and endangered Matschie's tree kangaroo in PNG's rainforests.
You can't get much cuter than a tree kangaroo.
Lisa devised an ingenious plan to save both the animals and help the villagers. She proposed a community-managed conservation area. If local landowners would set aside sections of their forest for a tree kangaroo preserve, Lisa then and her team would help them get their coffee to larger markets. It was a big win-win. The Tree Kangaroo Conservation Program created what's called the Use Conservation Area, the largest reef-to-rainforest preserve in all of Papua New Guinea. To date, the community's contributed more than 180,000 acres.
It's a win-win-win, and it's just an honor to be a part of it.
Okay, now back to Seattle. Mason Sager is a coffee buyer for Seattle's Cafe Vita. The company buys nearly all the coffee grown in the Use Conservation Area. So, how's the coffee?
It's amazing. It's like tasting a story.
It's definitely one of the best, one of the most unique coffees we have. Not only just due to the quality of the coffee, but the commitment of the people.
Mason and other experts often visit PNG to work with the farmers.
I want to understand more of what everyone's doing and just elevate and maximize everybody's potential.
The Farm Direct Connection means better prices for the PNG farmers, and their families can now afford school fees and health care. And today, the beans now fly out, another game changer for farmers like Koki.
We never carry coffee bags. We just stay in the village. We pick our coffee, and then we just bring them down to our nearest airstrip, and we sell the coffee out.
Now here comes the magical big finish. For the first time ever, Koki and others from Lisa's PNG team make the long, arduous trip to Seattle. Their first stop, the Cafe Vita on Capitol Hill. It's a thrill for the group to see their packaged beans on store shelves.
This one is where we're from. It's Yapma Urwa Som.
They snap pictures, order up at the counter,
The big?
Yeah.
Sure.
and enjoy their coffee in an urban American cafe.
I'm a farmer. I start planting coffee from 97 up until now. And I'm still planting coffee.
It's very different from where we're from, but in this part of the world where we're seeing a lot of people are interested in drinking coffee, and especially our coffee, it's really amazing. Yeah.
Next, the team is led backstage to watch their green beans go through the roasting process.
color belong in there.
And when he's ready to start the roast, he'll turn this lever, and the lever will release the coffee into the roaster.
And it's a big treat, too, for the Cafe Vita employees to see their visitors' reactions.
I think it's just that feeling of accomplishment, knowing how much effort you've put into something, and then to see it arrive here, and for us to continue that. I can't imagine. They must be very proud.
Finally, upstairs to the tasting room, where the Papua New Guineans smell and sip different coffee blends, just like the industry experts do.
We roast 3 or 4 times till a daybreak. Just sitting down, telling stories, tell stories about doing coffee.
It's hard to imagine the stories these visitors will share back home. But here in Seattle, each sip now will remind us of where the bean began and bring new appreciation for this unique blend from far away, mixing coffee, tree kangaroos, and people.
So when you drink the coffee, you can smile because you're enjoying it, and you're also helping protect wildlife in Papua New Guinea.